I'm kind of shocked. And if you guys agree that you're kind of shocked, subscribe. We are trying to hit 57,000 subscribers as soon as possible. If we could hit like 56.85k, which is 5 subscribers away, if we could do that, that'd be greatly, greatly appreciated. If we could do that, that would be greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. Because I gotta say, like, the Indiana Fever winning by 20 points is not something I predicted, especially because they were up by 30. Like, I kid you not, I am the single worst. I am the single worst predictor of games in all of basketball. Like, it is impressive how wrong you can be. Because other than predicting the Liberty and the Lynx to beat injured Fever teams, I get like 90% of games wrong. Like, it's actually silly. During their spell where they played against the Sky, they played the Sky, the Mystics, the Wings, and the Sun in a 4-game stretch. I predicted them to go. They went 2-2. I predicted them to go 2-2, and I got all of them. I got all 4 of them wrong, and somehow predicted the same outcome. Like, the Fever record, my predictions versus their actual record is the exact same. I predicted them to be 2 games above 500. But yeah, I've got every single game wrong. How I've gotten, or not every single game, almost every single game wrong. I've only predicted like 6 right, correct maybe? But I have been horrendous when it comes to my predictions. Absolutely horrendous. But at the end of the day, we've got this game right here. So, Aaliyah Boston was unbelievable today. Aaliyah, absolutely unbelievable. She just took it at Dominique Malonga every single possession. There was nothing Malonga could do. Nothing Malonga could do to Aaliyah Boston. Kelsey Mitchell came up with 21 points. Odyssey Sims was cooking. Man, Odyssey Sims started playing really, really well as a member of the Fever. She started playing really, really well. I really liked what Ariel Powers did, regardless of the how the plus minus. That was just when we went bench on bench at the end of the game. Like, Bree Turner was a -9. I thought Bree Turner gave us good minutes. Like, I know she was -9, a 20-point win, but she gave us good minutes. Shea Petty was fine. Aaliyah was unbelievable, though. I even like Natasha Howard on defense. Like, Natasha Howard absolutely locked down Nneka Nwumeke. No question about that. Like, Natasha Howard completely locked down Nneka, which is good. Which is good. And for the first time, I think this year, the Indiana Fever have swept the team. The Indiana Fever have swept a team, and by sweeping the Seattle Storm, they have swept the team. Oh my God! Thank you so much, Ken, for $95. Thank you so much. Oh my God! Way to go, Mick, staying awake and pushing the Fever over the top. I mean, I always, you know what? I'm the greatest jinx there is in basketball. I'm the greatest jinx there is in basketball. That's exactly what you need. You need Mick to predict you're going to lose every single game, because that's when you win. And that is when you win. But thank you so much, Ken, for $95. Appreciate that so much. Thank you. But the Indiana Fever, like the Seattle Storm, Nneka Nwumeke, I know she was 7 of 11, but like it just felt like she was getting locked up by Natasha Howard at times. Sykes was just going meep meep and going straight head first to the basket. Diggins was non-existent. Like, she was non-existent. Malonga, 4 of 10 from the field, 8 points. Did not do great. She didn't. Like, Malonga did not do great in that game. But at the same time, she's 19. Baby Goat's going to have good games. She's going to have bad games. And the Indiana Fever game planned well for that game. Look, I do think when it comes to the Indiana Fever, that they very much prepped for this game like it was a playoff game. The way they were triple team Malonga on her first touch, they prepped for this like it was a playoff game. And the thing is, when it comes to, thank you, Rodney, for the $2, really appreciate it. When it comes to the Indiana Fever, they're really, really good at game planning, but when they're not game planning, they can become quite iffy. I thought the Fever did a really good job on defense today. Like there was a stage where, like the Storm in 19 in the fourth quarter, there was a stage where through like 5 minutes of the fourth quarter they had 2 points. They had 2 points through 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. It was crazy. But all around, look, this win puts the Fever in a really good spot for the playoffs. Like this win puts the Fever in 6th. And like if you're in 6th or 7th, you're facing the Dream or the Aces in the playoffs, or maybe the Mercury. And I give the Fever a puncher's chance against everybody. The problem is you just don't want to be 8th. You don't want to be 8th because being 8th just basically means you're facing you're losing to Minnesota Lynx. You want this team to be in the 7-6 matchup. The 7-6, because I think they have a chance either way. But yeah, it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. And like they're playing the Sparks and Golden State, and I'm not going to go out there and predict they're going to win both of those games because I'm not really changing it. I'm not really changing my predictions. I still think the Sparks just have our number. I think the Sparks just have our number, and I think Golden State in Valhalla is a really interesting one. I think Golden State are a team that I just don't know how they win. I predict them to lose nearly every game, and they fucking win most of them. And then whenever I predict Golden State to win, they lose. Like I'm as bad for that. So, look, the Fever win there. If the Sparks lose tonight and the Fever win on Friday, they're in the playoffs. Like they go, if that happens, they go 2.5 games ahead with a more favorable running. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. If the Fever win that game and the Sparks lose tonight, so the Sparks lose tonight, they're 17-19. That means the Fever are 2 games ahead. So they go 3 games ahead. There's a possibility that the Fever go 21-18 and the Sparks go 17-20. So that leaves the Sparks, obviously, they got to go 5-2 to beat out the Fever. Or they got to go 4-3 with a really, really tough last game because they faced the Lynx twice, I think. Like they're in a really tough spot. They faced the Mercury a few times. They're kind of screwed, and the Storm go down. And you never know. The Storm might end up being in a really bad spot. And that's the thing when it comes to the playoffs. I'm like, I've said this. If the Fever are going to get 7 or 6, it's going to be great. I think they have a puncher's chance. The problem is if the Fever are the 8th seed, I don't think it's worth losing out on a lottery pick to lose to the Lynx. I think the Fever a puncher's chance against everybody not named the Minnesota Lynx, if we're being honest. So yeah, that is pretty much it, lads.